Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Kingdom Deluxe class Terrorsaur. He came in a special set. However, this is actually Beast Wars Again version that I specifically bought for this guy, and I hate him. Coming out to say it right now. I hate him. I don't like him. I think this is not a good figure, alright? I will get to why throughout this review, but I don't like this thing at all. I really don't. This is my personal third version of this mold, because this is actually a retool of the Air Razor mold, unlike the other one that I have, which is basically just a repaint with a new head. This one is actually a retool, coming with new stuff, and this also likes to unpack for some reason, why? But yeah, he comes with these arm things, which you can actually take off, which is when I transformed this guy for the first time. A huge relief, because those things just popped off, and I was like, oh, I broke it. But no, I did not broke it. They were meant to come off. Absolutely wonderful that they were meant to come off, because otherwise I would have had a broken Terrorsaur, and this thing already isn't worth the money. And imagine me paying again for another one. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, but let's get close in here on the details. He looks good from the front, I'll say that too. No. He does indeed look good from the front. However, that's about as... He also has issues standing, but yeah. But he's got a nice looking head sculpt right here, which the camera won't focus on for some reason. He's got a nice chest here as well. Nice arms with these nice spikes. Like I said, the front is good. Everything at the front's good. Nice silver here on this cock piece. And nice legs as well, with some feet as well. However, now you can turn him to the back and it's like, what? Why? Look, Terrorsaur is a popular character, isn't he, from Beast Wars? Why couldn't he have just been given his own mold? Look at this. This is awful. Technically, you're also supposed to kind of move this to the side like so. Look at this. This is awful. I was expecting you to fall over. Because this mold is not made for this stuff. Because of the fact that this is already another reuse of the mold. And if you watch my, Dramatic Capture Series Megatron review, you will understand why. Reusing a mold one too many times is a problem. Because looseness. Well... and heaviness in the back means he's gonna fall over. But yeah, these ball joints are a bit loose, sadly enough. And he loves to keep toppling over because of how loose everything is. Go back. He also already wants to fall. I'm holding him down with my thumbs. So yeah, this mold is just not fun to hold. And also, it just doesn't really work for Terrorsaur. Like I said, from the front, it works. But from the back, it doesn't. And from the transformation and beast mode, it also doesn't. So let's just move straight into the articulation. So his head is on a ball joint, I think. Yes. So he can basically rotate all the way around. But his giant crimson chin that he has... sadly enough, it blocks everything. His arms can rotate a full 360 if you kind of get everything out the way. He has in and out, bend at the elbow, and also a swivel. And then his hand does only go up and down for transformation. Then his waist can rotate left to right. However, everything, this back piece gets in the way, so his waist rotates that far and that far. But not really far. His legs can go forward about that far. They can go, of course that is the tight one. Backwards about that far, so not far at all. He's got in and out very far actually. So he can do a really mean side kick. He's got a swivel here and a bend at the knee as well. And also for transformation, he also has this bend right here. Oh, does it not go backwards? No, it doesn't. It only goes forwards. So, I don't know how much of use this kind of thing is, but if you want to, it technically does count. And his feet can rotate because they are on ball joints as well, and they can also up and down and have a little bit of pivot as well, because ball joints are ball joints, and ball joints always help with posing things. So, let's move straight into, after I get everyone out the way, Skywarp. Why? How many of you had the G1 Skywarp on the mind when I said that? And when he comes with this nice good gun. And this is the best thing about the figure. He comes with a really good looking gun, if I'm being honest here. This is one good looking gun, I will say that. And he can hold it in his hand if he were to so please to shoot Maximals. I was about to say Autobots, but Maximals. Anyway, let's move straight into size comparison. So what shall we start with? Shall we start with his teammates, or shall we start with where he came from? I think we'll start with where he came from, with Airazor right here, the great mold of Airazor, reused also for the Skywarp as well, and then ruined by Terrorsaur. It always takes a Terracon to ruin something good, because this Airazor mold is really good, but it doesn't work for Terrorsaur, and I hate it. So let's move them out of here. Also, the feet for Airazor were wrong. I apologize for that one. But now let's bring in his buddies. So here we got Megatron, here we got other Megatron, and here we have Tarantulas, the figures that I have with me right now. Let me just rotate up the camera to see what they look like together. They look good together overall. Even though I don't like this thing, they still look good together. So let's put them out of the way. So we can get into reverse. Also, by the way, he's got a nice yellow eyes. I forgot to really talk about the head sculpt, but the smile is what caught my eye. I kind of forgot to talk about that. Anyway, let's just go into transformation. All right, let's transform this thing. So what you want to do is basically you want to fully extend the wings out as far as they can go. But you don't have to extend this as far as you want to, but you can. Rotate this head around like so. There we go. Alright, that's done. Now then, what do we want to do? We want to basically take the waist here. Well, we want to take the chest here and... Alright, it's on a double hinge, so just push it up. If it wants to go up, that is. Why? Come on, there you go. As you can see right now, it is actually on a double hinge, so you want to double hinge this up. Like so. Get the head back straight. So there you go. Then also what you can do is you can lift this back piece back in order to rotate the waist as well. Like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take the fists here and rotate them up on this weird joint that we have. Do the same thing on the other side. And pull that thing off. Here you can see that it does come detached. Well, that you can actually detach these things. And there we go. Now and then you want to rotate these sideways so that the hands go into this little cavity here. And also on this side. So basically just want to take these, push them back, and push them in like so. And then there's also a tab on the hand that goes into a little groove right there. Like so. That means you are done. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate the legs here and here. Rotate the feet around as well. Then rotate this up. And then there's a tab here on each side that goes into the slot right there. And also on the other side, in here actually. The slot in here. You want to take this, also bend it. What did I do wrong? There you go, fold it up first before you do anything. Oh, and also bend the knee there. I was a little bit hasty. It's because I want this to get me over with. Oh, I was actually having it the wrong way. Whoopsie. You want to get this backwards so that when you tab it in, like so, and tab it in, come on, like so, you actually have everything kind of facing the right way. What you want to do then is fold in the head right in there in that little cavity. Push this down. Push everything here down. And if you are correct, here he is in his fat bird mode. Because I don't know what bird this is, but I guess here he is in his bird mode. Time to teach this thing fly. Here we have Terrorsaur in his bird mode, or as I like to call it, as you may have seen in other reviews, the Fat Pidgey mode. And that was my reference to this thing learning fly. This thing always reminds me of that episode in Pokemon. It's a filler episode, but it's when You know, you got this fat Pidgey, these like fat Pidgeys who have never flown in their life, and they're just so fat. That's what this reminds me of, because I don't like this thing. Terrorsaur was like a sleek bird pterodactyl. Terrorsaur, pterodactyl, that works. Pterodactyl, and look at how fat he is, because he is a retool of that Air Razor mold. Even though I am entirely convinced that this thing could have absolutely carried a mold of his own. And I can't blame Takara for this because, well, I might be able to blame Takara for this, but I can't blame the set for it because of the fact that this is just a repaint. So let's look at the paint, and while the figure might be bad in this mode, the paint job is so nice. The nice green here on the back, the nice bird head here with a potential... with an opening mouth that has a tongue sculpted in as well. Oh, beautiful. Even though the tongue kind of looks like the bubble gum. And you also have teeth in here as well. So nice. The nice eyeball here. The nice little, I don't know, head fin thingy. I don't know what it is. But yeah, and then this is what he looks like from the bottom. But yeah, that's about all the details. Now, articulation-wise, his legs can move all the way around. So basically the same articulation that the robot legs did. However, this thing stands a lot less because of the fact of loose ball joints. His wings can also flap if you want to. However, mine also have the tendency to untab and, you know, fall apart for some reason. At least certain parts. But yeah, but he's got like a bend here, a bend here. He's got a bend here. So like all these bends here, here. And this can also put in and out as well. So he has articulation in the wings. However, I don't like using this figure's articulation because certain parts are really tight. And also, I don't really think he needs that stuff because they sculpted this in where the wing needs to sit. So it's kind of annoying to use. So I don't like to use the wing articulation. So without further ado, his weapon storage. I don't think he really has weapon storage. He might have weapon storage. I don't know, you can just glide on top of him. There you go, weapon storage. I don't really know if he has weapon storage because also his arms are kind of gone. But that doesn't matter, so let's just move into transformation. Wow. We have already gone into transformation. The next step would be the reverse transformation. But we are going into size comparison. Starting off, here is the other Beast Wars Again figure. But this time much better. The Tarantulas figure. And oh boy, does he look so good. And Terrorsaur so does not. And then here we have Megatron Beast Wars version and Megatron Beast Transmetal 2 version. After we rotate the camera up in order to kind of get everyone in shot. There you go. This is what they all look like. Yeah, some of them are really tall like Megatron and Megatron. But there you go. That is the size comparison. So let's boogie this bad boy back down. Put everyone out of the way. Also for comparison, here we have Air Razor, and here we have Sky Warp if they want to stand. I don't know if they do, but oh no, it took me so long to get this standing because I forgot to shoot this, and I was like, no, I forgot to shoot this. But here we got the three birds next to each other, and while these two are not the best either in bird mode, they are perfection in comparison to this big, beefy bastard. And I think it's also the positioning of things, because the head sits over this, so that makes it look better. But here, the head can't really sit over there. Like, it actually doesn't work. So yeah, but the head sits like this, which makes him look a lot bigger than he's supposed to be, or than they are. Because they have the heads where it's just like, it kind of just like fits with the body itself. But he has the head sticking above it. It's just... this figure is just so not good. But I thought I'd show off this size comparison too, because I kind of forgot about it. Whoopsie, my bad. Anyway, reverse transformation. And then do final thoughts so I can get rid of you. So let's get Terrorsaur back into robot mode. So what you want to do is you want to start off with these legs. Untab them from in here. And rotate them down and out. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate them down and out. Then what you want to do is you want to push this back piece back. So you can rotate this around. Push it then forward, I guess. Then you want to rotate these legs around like so. straighten this here out like so. Rotate the foot around. Make sure everything is straight. Rotate the foot around, and there you go. Lower body done. It's not that difficult of a transformation. Then you want to basically come in here and just... Okay, now we come to the annoying part. But yeah, rotate the head around like so. Get that done immediately. Also rotate this head around. Get that done as well. Next up, what you want to do is you want to pull out the arms like so. Straighten out the hands. Rotate this around like so. And then what you want to do is you want to come here. And as you can see in here, there's a double double hinge. There you go. But yeah, you want to move these down on the double hinge so that they actually sit flush. So push them down and then push them back as well in order to get them straight into place like so. There we go. We are almost done. Don't you worry, people. Push this back up, I guess. Pull off the head. Why don't you? I thought this shit was supposed to go further. There you go. Push it further. I was correct. It was supposed to go further. So what you want to do is you want to then rotate this back like so. Then rotate this again like so. Rotate this again. This is really tight on my copy for some reason. But yeah, rotate this again and put this back in. And then make sure everything is straight so that you can say that you are done with the power of Terrorsaur. Or if you are using this review for AirRaiser or Skywarp, or any other mold version of the mold that they made. I don't know if they made another version, but here you go. Back in robotic Mew, Terrorsaur is. So, final thoughts on Terrorsaur. And do I like him? No. No. I don't like to say this, but I don't really like this figure. I mean, it's just like, this front piece works, but everything on the back doesn't work. The pterodactyl, there you go, that's the name. The pterodactyl mode also doesn't work because of how big it is. Like I said, I keep calling this thing a fat Pidgey, but that's because this thing is basically fat Pidgey. So, there you go. And would I recommend him? Well, I thought you already knew that, but I'm going to say no. Now, this comes in the set from Beast Wars again. He comes with Rat Trap, and to be honest, this set, Rat Trap can't carry this set on his back. I mean, he tries his hardest. The little guy that could tries to make this set worth it, and it's just not. And that is not the car's fault, unless the car designed the original figure. But that's mainly, or let's just say it's not Beast Wars Again's fault. It's the fact that the original figure of Terrorsaur, instead of making a new mold, they decided to go with the AirRaiser mold, which works for AirRaiser, kind of works for Skywarp, but doesn't work for Terrorsaur. I will say that, so I'm a bit sad. And the only reason I bought this figure is because I need a Terrorsaur for my Beast Wars collection. And that's about the only reason I feel like anyone has to buy this figure. But that has been my review of Transformers Kingdom and Beast Wars Again, or in Japan as it's called, Beast Wars vs. Deluxe Class Terrorsaur. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!